Welcome back to MidPoint. The former mayor of Shiloh, Israel, and blogger for IsraelNationalNews.com, David Rubin. All right, Mr. Mayor, I'm going to get back to what you said here just before we took a break about missiles being placed in UN compounds, UN overseen compounds. I mean, we have, of course, heard all these stories before. These are really nothing new. So then why does this continue to be an issue that countries like America, England, others do not actually hammer down on, stop this from happening? It would seem there has to be an allowance to continue to allow this to happen. Somebody's letting somebody get away with this.
Well, I think as you know, I'm the head of the Shiloh Israel Children's Fund. And one of the things that we do is we put playgrounds in schools. We build playgrounds for children. And when we build a playground in a school, there is no way, and I'm telling you, I've visited many schools in the course of my work, there is no way that you can have a playground in a school and have missiles hidden in that playground or in that schoolyard, and nobody's going to know about it. The heads of the school are going to know about it. I'm going to know about it. The parents are going to know about it. It's not possible. So someone is being disingenuous here, and I believe that it's the UN. I think that, people don't like to say it, but I think that the UN is run by a bunch of dishonest people who are allowing their hatred of Israel to get in the way of truth. And I think that the International Criminal Court should hear about that, not about anything that Israel might be doing.
Simply anti-Semites then at the United Nations?
Absolutely.
All right. I need to ask you about this story that was written by Chris Hedges. He's a former New York Times correspondent. He wrote a story called ISIS, the New Israel, and he compares ISIS to Israel, saying that ISIS' pursuit of ethnic purity is similar to the goal of the founders of Israel. First, I get your reaction to that. Second of all, your reaction to the fact that there are many people who believe exactly what he said.
Well, I think we could also compare Adolf Hitler to Mother Teresa, but it wouldn't be honest, and it truly would be a scandalous thing to say, right? But everyone would agree with that. You cannot compare Adolf Hitler and Mother Teresa. Well, I think that we're not too far from that comparison if you're comparing ISIS to Israel. ISIS, of course, is the antithesis of Israel. ISIS believes in jihad. ISIS acts on jihad. ISIS beheads people by the thousands. I defy anyone in the Arab world, in the Islamic world, to tell me one time that Israel has beheaded anybody. But I can point to many cases in the Islamic world, including conservative so-called friends of the Western world, such as Saudi Arabia, where beheadings are done every day.
I only have a few seconds left. Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered the withholding of Palestinian tax revenues. Even the president of Israel and the United States president has criticized this move, saying that it is inflammatory and it pushes forward potential violence. Your thoughts?
Well, unfortunately, the president of Israel, which is a ceremonial post, as you may know, has a personal rivalry with the prime minister. I'm not going to get into that issue right now. But I think it's a minimal thing that could be done. The Palestinian Authority owes billions, and I stress billions of dollars, to the Israel Electric Company for electrical services that have been provided over the past few years. They refuse to pay it. They think that they're entitled to everything. And this entitlement mentality of the Palestinian Authority is the real problem here.
All right, we're going to have to stop it there because we are unfortunately all out of time. David Rubin, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Very happy New Year. Stay safe. We'll look forward to talking again.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Take care. Third hour on MidPoint, a not-so-subtle warning from the president of Afghanistan. A somewhat shocking medical revelation about younger people and strokes. And here's something that you have to set the clock for. Our first 2015 edition of the Water Cooler. Please buckle up. It's all coming up right here on MidPoint.